Valentine's Day is almost here, but one primary school in the southwest has allegedly banned Valentine's Day cards because of concerns that pupils spend too much time talking about boyfriends and girlfriends. They believe declaring love can be confusing for children and exchanging cards can lead to competitiveness and disappointment. So, do they have the right idea, do you think?
Go on, Carol.
Yeah, I think they do, actually, yeah.
Why?
Well, because I don't know when Valentine's Day suddenly became this huge, massive commercial exercise. Now involves children.
We did it my day.
Yeah, mine.
No, it didn't. Yeah, but I'm older than you.
You just never got any.
No, I didn't, but I don't ever remember it being a big thing when we were at school. You know, this is a primary school. I mean, it's just... stop it.
Do.
Go to school and learn how to read and write, not send Valentine's cards for crying out loud.
For God's sake, it's only one day. I remember it, and it used to be... And, like, there was loads of times when you go, oh, how many did you get? And, like, my friend always got about 10. And I'd get 2 and then found out they were from my auntie. But, I mean, it didn't matter at the time. I was happy, you know. But it didn't make me feel...
Competitive and disappointed.
Competitive. It was just so funny. It's like now when they play, you know, when Kira comes home and goes, oh, such and such has sent me a Valentine's card, you know, but she's loving it, really. I love it.
See, I don't think they should ban it because people are talking about love too much. I think the only reason we should be careful is kids can be so cruel, can't they? And, you know, it would be a group of girls, you know, bringing in their Valentine's card and then the poor little one that never got any. You know, that's the only thing...
sharing something with us
I'm not sharing, no. I did used to lie, though. How many did you get? 5? Oh, got 6, yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
But don't you think it fuels this kind of obsession with romance and the ideal, you know, the prince coming along and...
But I've always felt
everything.
like that.
Well, that's why you're single.
You're right.
Well, it's not why you're single, but yeah, but you know, I do think that the whole idea of romance, you know, with books and the princess and
escapism from this horrible, cynical old world like yourself.
But you've got to be realistic. But they're not. There's a lot of girls out there who actually live their lives by that. Oh no, I can't go out with him because I'm waiting for the man on the white horse to come along and rescue me.
But the thing is, when you're dealing with, I mean, this is to do with, you know, children in primary school, and obviously we know we've got kids in primary school, and. Now, how do I put this delicately? Finley's already been through most of his class, as it were, in a really nice way, in as much as that wasn't delicate, was it? No, he's been out with, you know, one little girl, and then a week later someone else is his girlfriend, and then, oh no, it's not her anymore, she fancied my friend more. And they're all pretty cheerful and sort of, you know, a lot of it goes over their head, and they just find it fun. You know, I think they're reading too much into it.
I was teaching this morning, and my pupil was just standing in front of the door and the postman came and I saw this red envelope come through and I sort of went, excuse me, whoosh, went out and she went, oh, that looks like a Valentine's card. And I went, oh, it does. Master Jake Taylor. Yes, it does, doesn't it? But I was very excited for 5 minutes, although I did get a couple of email Valentine's cards.
Oh, that's good. Well, I mean, Jake is how old?
Jake's 8.
He's 8. So how old were you when you first had those fluttery feelings of falling
Probably
in love?
about 7 or 8. I was in love with the guy that played Prince Charming. You see, that's where I get it from. I was Cinderella, he was Prince Charming. That's where it stems. My Mills and Boom lifestyle.
Yeah.
My fantasy. And... I've always been romantic and I was so in love with him, but it does when you're a little girl. The whole romance and the love thing, you get tummy ache and you dream about it. My friend and I were in love with the same boy and we used to smell his aftershave on the tissue. We used to share it.
Aftershave at 7?
No, this was later on, not at 8. Although Jake's got some little boy aftershave. 8 years, but he sprays it. I know, he's getting there. It's all about the girls already in his hair.
Oh, you always have crushes, don't you? Philip Kenny was mine.
Yeah. Oh. Mine was Michael. I can't remember his second name. But remember, we used to, you know, you play a lot of hide and seek and stuff when you're that age.
I never used to hide, though.
No, I just used to hide wherever he was hiding. Hi.
No, I just...
Hello.
And kiss chase. Yeah. Whenever it was his turn to chase, all of a sudden I had a bad leg, I couldn't run. Yeah. I'd be like, oh, catch me. We never did.
I did fall in love with this bloke, and he was way too old for me, and I lied about my age. I said I was 16, and I wasn't. I was only 14, 15, something. And I was completely in love with him, and I was absolutely certain that I was going to spend the rest of my life with him. It was sorted as far as I was concerned.
So you were romantic once upon a time?
No, I was a kid. I was 14, and I was, you know, you fall in love with someone first, don't you? And then they break your heart, you learn your lesson. And you think, it's rubbish, it's never going to happen. But it does happen, actually. It's only just happened, like, a couple of years ago. But when I was going to school, I had a school uniform on, and he went past on the bus.
Yeah.
He saw me in my school uniform, so he knew I wasn't 16. Oh. So he knew I wasn't at school. And I tell you what, that day, when I was at school, I swear to God, the teachers thought somebody had died. I was inconsolable. I was like that. Oh! Honestly, I thought, that's it, it's over. What am I going to do for the rest of my life?
And then when you should have lied, when you met Mark, you told him how old you were.
He never... if she'd have turned up in a school uniform, he never would have believed her.
I knew I was doing something wrong.
OK, here's your second